Hello and welcome to We'll Run 4. I'm your host, Tom, and with me as always are Erin.
Hello.
Michael.
Hey.
And Diana.
Hey.
Welcome back and Happy New Year, everybody.
Welcome back.
Happy New Year.
Man. Happy New Year. We're a mess already.
Derailing Tom.
Derailing all the time.
That's the goal.
How's everybody doing? How's your time off been?
It's been nice.
Yeah. Went fast, actually.
It did.
Yeah.
It feels like we just did this yesterday, and it's been like a month.
Yeah, we were like, didn't we just record? And
know.
It's like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I guess because we still talk. We are actually friends in real life, so we do talk a lot.
Yeah, we what have we been up to? I don't know. We
did one adventure race, right?
Yeah, we took some downtime. We did that adventure race where I literally thought to myself the entire time, oh my God, Diana's right. She would hate every moment of this.
Oh, God. Why? What was it? What would you have to do?
It was like, quote unquote, a half marathon, but basically he gives you a map. It was, if you did the half, it was 2 laps or 2 segments, whatever you want to call it, in this park in North Jersey. It was a trail race, and he had like 8 cones set up with tape on them, and you had to hit those cones but you didn't have to do them in any particular order. You could pick your order or do them however you want it. So literally you could do the half marathon in 20 miles or like 10 miles. It just depends on how efficient you are and all that. It was really fun.
Yeah, but it was like a fully, you navigate it yourself, which is, we had talked about that. Yeah, right before that was what we talked about on the last episode, that we had to, they give you a map at the beginning and they show you like 1 through 8. You have to hit all 8 spots and then check back in with him. And then they give you another map that has 9 through 16, and you have to hit all of those spots and then come back. And if you do it in a certain order, you'd hit around a half marathon.
Yeah.
We did it efficiently and did it in like 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Get at it.
But it's very slow because you have to stop a lot and look at the map and figure out where you are, where you have to go next.
No, I can't do it. Well, you guys saw, like, we did that little, Tom, I think, posted that little Instagram thing that was like, you're like new year, new races. And like you were selecting like new year, new courses, new year, same old courses. And like everything I selected was like the same. It was like no new gear, all the same routes. Like I am such a boring runner. Like it stresses me out if I'm out there and I don't know where the hell I'm going.
Oh, God.
If we attempted what you guys did, the amount of shouting that, like, I can't imagine how quickly we'd break down.
We only had, I think, one little breakdown where it was like, I don't know. I don't even remember.
It was dumb. It wasn't. You said there was a trail
because there was
there,
the map that I was looking at, not the map he'd given us, but a map like on my app was showing there was like a shortcut trail to take us down to the bottom of a hill where one of the cones was, and I saw like a shoot off, and I was like, I think we missed it, and we had kept going, and I don't really know. At some point, he's like, well, let's just go back, and I was trying to keep us moving forward, and we had a breakdown. It was minor.
Ours would happen
short.
Immediately.
I would get out there and be immediately stressed.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't get lost. I mean, we were super, super efficient.
Yeah, we were, but it was like slow because really you're like, all right, there's like 2 trail crossings, so I think it's the third one.
Yeah.
But then there was more like spots where you could get off the trail than what we thought. So we just kept having to check the map to make sure that we weren't actually getting lost.
Yeah.
And then one of the maps showed we could go a direction that clearly there was no trail anymore. Maybe there used to be, but it's not there anymore. So we were like,
no,
we can't go that way.
No, I'd start crying. It would be bad. It would be a bad situation. Or someone would just have to tell, like, Tom or you or someone would just have to tell me where to go. Like, I couldn't be involved in making any of the decisions on, like, which direction we needed to go.
Yeah. So that was fun. It was with, what was it, Clean Water
Yes.
Mission Clean Water. And apparently he's going to do a bunch more in the PA, New York, New Jersey area. So we're kind of excited to maybe pick up another one in the spring because he's taking some time off and he'll pick them back up in March, April.
It was like 20 people.
Yeah, it was.
People.
Well, it was
20,
right after.
Yeah.
It was right after the restrictions went in, where you couldn't have more than 25 people. So he had to make it 24 people, so that because he counted as a person. So there was only 24 people. It was really small. Yeah. Totally would do it again.
I will do one with you.
Yeah, it was super fun.
You could really just hike them. They don't have to be.
Yeah, there were people who definitely hiked them.
Oh, Tom got hiking shoes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I did.
Treat yourself. They just showed up. And he said, I bought myself some new shoes. And I said, I don't think you've bought shoes since I've met you. I don't know where your shoes come from, but you never buy shoes for yourself.
That's true.
So that was exciting. And you guys did what? Did you do 21 miles to kick off the year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was that was a trick by Michael. He tricked me into that.
I was like, hey, it's let's just run short tonight because it's going to rain. So we'll just do 20 tomorrow.
No,
we'll do the 20. We'll do the loop tomorrow. And she's like, okay.
I figured out what happened. He didn't say 20. I figured out what happened. He said, let's just go to Atzion and we'll do the loop. So the Atzion loop, that like the Pineland Striders where we met and started running together, is a 9.3 mile like lollipop loop. So it's an out and then you do like a little lollipop loop and then come back. Well, when he said loop, he meant the 20-mile loop, only he never used the word 20 miles. He just said, let's go to Atzion and do the loop.
So you thought you were going to run 9
I thought
miles.
we were running 9.3. And then later in the evening, he was like, oh, yeah, well, we'll only do like a 5K since we're doing 20 tomorrow. And I looked at him, I'm like, wait, what? What are we doing?
We haven't done a 20-miler since Labor Pain's 40-miler. So
yeah,
it's nice to get out there and do 20.
Down December's over. It's the first of the year.
It's true.
That was actually nice, though. We did take some time off from like high mileage.
Yeah, it was weird not seeing you guys do like 30 miles on a Saturday.
Yeah, I think the most we ran was that quote unquote half marathon where we ran 10.5.
We were both under 100 miles for the month. I was 99.9.
Love that.
And you were what?
97 point something.
It's so funny. Whenever people talk to me about the podcast and they say they listen, like one of the first things they say to me is like, I cannot believe how much Erin and Michael run. Like, I can't believe it. It's like within like the first two, it's like, oh, it's fun. You guys are great, blah, blah, blah. I cannot believe how much they run. It's like one of the first things they say.
Yeah.
What about us, Tom? What did we do in December?
What did we do in December? I feel like it went by so quickly.
It did.
Fast.
And all we wanted to do was just be lazy for 2.5 weeks.
Oh, yeah, while we were on vacation.
And we had stuff going on constantly.
Wow. No, it was like stuff we had to do around the house. And like, I don't know. It's just like, it wasn't as relaxing as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
We did. So we signed up for Surf and Santa down in Virginia Beach, and that got canceled. But we did go down there, and we ran it anyway in Virginia Beach. So they set up one of those unofficial courses for us where they had everything mapped out. Mm-hmm. And if we did it by a certain time, they talked to the people that do, I guess, the lights on the boardwalk. So if you were on the boardwalk by a certain time, you could still run through the lights on the boardwalk. So we were able to do that, and it was beautiful. And I said, I would love to do that again as a real race.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that one. The lights on the boardwalk are always so beautiful. I loved your pictures from that.
Oh, yeah, they were great. It was and I've never been down there for the light. And I mean, they do a lot of drive-through lights here in Maryland. There's one in Annapolis. They do one in Columbia. But I've never seen where they do it like right on the boardwalk, like where the beach is. I don't know. It was really nice.
Yeah, that was really cool.
We did some breweries. We went down a couple days early. So did some day drinking, which is my favorite thing to do.
That's
had lots of beer. So yes, shout out to, where did we go? We went to Virginia Beer Company. That was awesome.
And was it Precarious Beer Project?
Oh yeah, the Precarious Beer Project.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Was awesome.
It's so cool, and that's in Busch Gardens.
Okay.
Yeah, so highly recommend
near Busch
that.
Gardens. It's
near Busch Gardens.
It's near like Colonial Williamsburg.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had cool arcade games. They had a huge like taco. It's not like a truck, but kind of like a food work station inside. So that was delicious. And I kept calling it Dr. Pretorius, like in Bride of Frankenstein. I was like, we're going to Dr. Pretorius.
That's funny.
And Tom's like, stop calling it that. So it was a nice little break. I can't believe it's been so long since we've recorded.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it went super fast. It was weird, like the rest of the year.
Yeah, like the rest of the year.
Did you have a good Christmas?
We did. It was all remote and a little different this year. It was very, I guess, low pressure.
I
loved it.
No stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, we got up and then we just we took our time Christmas morning. We got on a Zoom call with my family, opened up some presents, and then we exchanged gifts later in the afternoon. It's just, it was.
We made 2 huge steaks.
We did.
Oh, I saw the pictures of those too.
Mm-hmm.
We bought enough food. We were like, we're going to treat ourselves for Christmas dinner. And we bought enough food for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
We just ordered sushi, so we didn't have to cook it all.
Mm-hmm. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing we actually had to cook was the steaks. We bought prepackaged sides.
Okay.
Like we were like buying all these vegetables at Wegmans, and we were like, "What are we doing?" And we put them back, and then just got like the prepackaged sides.
Oh, that's funny. No, we went with the traditional order Asian food on Christmas, a la A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Yep, love it.
Only we didn't have dogs ruin our Christmas turkey, so we just planned for the we just planned for the sushi.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. How about you guys? Good Christmas?
Yeah, I mean it was pretty quiet, just the usual.
Yeah, stayed away from people and had sushi.
We didn't see anybody. I know.
We went for a run.
Oh yeah, we ran Christmas,
didn't we?
Yeah.
We did not.
I feel like we went for a run.
We ran Christmas Eve. We actually took so it was more of a walk because we decided to bring the dog. And we don't have a running dog. I mean, he likes to run, but if he's on a leash, he wants to stop every 30 seconds, so you can't really get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
So we just kind of walked with the dog on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve, and then didn't run Christmas morning. And my mom and we have a tradition. We like to shop the sales the day after Christmas. So she got to my house at like 7, because she wanted to go to Hallmark when it opened.
Oh gosh.
So I did a little bit of shopping the day after Christmas, and then we exchanged gifts with her at like 9 a.m, and then that was her day. It was so weird. It was so weird.
Well, it's very 2020, so
very 2020.
Now we're into 2021,
and that's a great segue. What are we running for this week?
Ooh, I'm actually when we get into our goals, I'm actually training for some things. So that's what I'm running for. So I went like old school, and I actually have like distances I need to run on my calendar. Like this date, I'm running 5 miles.
Nice.
This date, I'm running this many miles. So, and the other thing, so I'm kind of running for 2 things, is I hate dry January. I know people love it and they do it, but I cannot get behind dry January. So I am running to be able to still drink.
Well, we're recording this at 11 a.m. and we're already finishing our first beer, so we are not doing dry January either.
I should have put something. I'm drinking coffee. I should have put like Kahlua or something in it.
Well, we did drink our coffee right before this, and now we're already on to beer.
Let's see. For me, I stole this. Somebody else is going to use it, but I'm just running for a little more daylight. I'm just happy that we're past the part where it gets darker and darker every day. Yes. And even though this January, February is obviously the harder months of winter, it's still you get a little more daylight all the time.
It's like that little hope.
And I just keep
light.
I look at that 2-week forecast, and as long as there's no snow in it, I like tick off the weeks as they go by and keep my fingers crossed
until we change the clocks in March
and just keep moving forward. Yeah. That's the way that's what's keeping me going right now.
I love it. I love daylight savings time.
Yes.
Like I love when it's like light at 9 p.m.
Oh,
I love it. I live for it.
Yes. So
give me that all the time.
I agree.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, mine is less goal-like or mine's just food because I am not ready to give up eating all the junk food from the holidays. And so yesterday we went up to where did we go? North Jersey, the
State
Palisades, State Line Overlook, and we went to a waterfall. And we're right next to Fort Lee. And that whole area, if you're familiar, is like it's very cultural. So Fort Lee specifically is known for its Korean food. So within 3 blocks, actually within the shopping center we were in, there are 5 Korean restaurants in one shopping center. And so I knew that when I saw it on the map. And so I ordered many dishes of Korean to take home with us.
Which we just ate one,
Yeah, we just, yes. So I'm running
why are you eating noodles? It's not even 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm. It was spicy pork bulgogi.
Yeah.
Yes. So I love Korean food, authentic Korean food. It's very difficult to find in many places, but this area specifically, Koreatown, is just very well known in New Jersey. So I bought like 4 or 5 Korean dishes for the 2 of us to eat over the next week. So I'm pretty excited about my Korean food. So I'm running to eat all the Korean food that I bought.
Love that.
Well, I guess to round us out, I am running for what I'll call a ceremonial reset to the all goals and everything. I mean, I'm very aware that life is exactly the same as it was at the end of 2020, but I sort of like the idea of just mentally doing a reset, looking forward, looking at, new opportunities, with a very kind of rose tinted glass feel on it. It takes a while for anything to change, but I feel like that's a good way to start the year off. Right.
Yeah.
I had one night, and we'll get into this when we talk about our goals, but I just started registering for races that are listed as live in-person races after kind of the middle of the year.
Good idea.
Very optimistic, like hopeful, but so just a reset. Here we go. It's 2021. Let's move forward.
I feel like that's good because I treated the entire winter break as like my fat Rumspringer. It was like my sowing of the wild. Like I ate everything. I was like, what am I doing?
Oh gosh.
And then it was one of those week long period where as I was eating, I was thinking about what I was going to eat next. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is really good. What am I going to have for dinner in 2 hours?
Oh gosh, that's the best though. All right, so we've got the thing that I posted the other day, or we've started, was the Will Run for Bingo. Who's playing?
I need you to explain to me what this is because I was sent a card and I have not been very good on social media during the break. So what am I supposed to do? When am I supposed to do it?
I feel like it's not that complicated.
Oh gosh. Will Run for Bingo. So from New Year's, so obviously when you're hearing this, some time has passed. I'm extending this because I want the whole extra weekend for everyone to have some time after this episode releases. So between the 1st of January to the 17th of January, we are going to be playing Will Run for Bingo. So I sent out bingo cards to so far 18 people. And basically it's a scavenger hunt. You go ahead and you find the things that are on the bingo card in order to make bingo, actual bingo. We're doing the X on the card. So You have to create an X. And I have some stuff to give away. I had a pair of Gooders that I had bought that I have never worn. I have some Noon. We have some Cliff Blocks. We have some Squirrel's Nut Butter. We've just got some random running stuff that we stock up on, and I have decided that I'm going to give it away.
Woo!
So
I love that.
If you get bingo, you get entered to win some prizes. And then if you fill your bingo card completely, I will give you 3 entries to win some prizes. So fill your entire bingo card. You get 3 entries. Just do regular bingo, which is the X, and you get 1 entry.
Oh, that's fun. I saw Nicole and Ryan did a 5-miler yesterday, and they were marking off their bingo card.
Yeah, I saw Angie was out there also. She got her something yellow.
Oh, yeah. She was running in the dark, in the snow.
Mm-hmm. In the snow, yep.
They live in Illinois now. That's so weird.
Commitment.
Yes.
To bingo. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to start the year off with some kind of challenge.
Awesome.
And see what our community can do.
Yeah, it's fun. You guys keep me motivated. I can't say that enough. Like every time I see you guys out there, I'm like, God, I got to get out there and run if they're doing it.
That's what happens.
I guess they're listening to us, so like I should probably run for them.
So also we're gonna do a new segment starting next episode called Goal Getters. Like that play on words. I came up with that on my own.
Look at you.
Patent pending.
Yes. So basically the idea is, kind of like a Metal Monday thing, but not like that. It's not race dependent. You like that description? Like, it doesn't have to be race dependent. Doesn't have to be PR dependent. Like, set a goal. Like, hey, I'm going to run 5 times next week. And if you hit it, let us know that you set this goal, you hit it, and we'll celebrate you in the Goal Getter segment. Is
that inspired by Tom? Because he always does that weird stuff where he's like, I'm going to run a 5K every day this week.
Yes.
Or,
like
I'm
that kind of
do
thing.
This random thing this week. And I'm like, why? Like, where's this coming from?
Or even if like, hey, you set a goal to hit a certain segment time on Strava, or run a 5K in a certain amount of time, or whatever it is.
Or not to eat ice cream this week.
Yeah, that's a goal too.
Actually, that's a goal too. Yeah. Like, I'm going to count my calories
portion control.
this week. I'm going to portion control. I'm going to not eat chocolate this week.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
any of those things.
I'm not doing any of that.
No, that's not happening.
We still have Reese's Christmas trees to eat. So
God, we have so much candy.
So we'll post on social media, obviously, right before we record next time, and just give us a quick blurb. I set this goal, I hit it, boom. Even if it was a race goal, and you're like, I hit, there's not a lot of those right now, but like, my goal. This was my goal race, and I hit X time. That's cool. Yeah, like but it doesn't have to be specific to that. It could be literally anything. Like you want to train, you want to do some cross training, you want to do yoga for 2 weeks, and you end up hitting that goal. That's like, I think right now we all need to celebrate our
accomplishments,
our simple accomplishments.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just even getting up at like, I'm gonna get up every morning this week and work out. That's a goal. I'm gonna drink a gallon of water a day, or a half a gallon of water a day. I'm gonna any goal you have, you let us know, and when you accomplish it.
Yes.
I love that. Well, maybe even waking up on time, because I'm not gonna lie, when I have an extended time off work, I've been staying up until like 1 a.m, which I never do. So I've been sleeping till 9.
Oh
like,
gosh.
Wow.
Every day.
Wow.
So I don't know. And I'm one of those people, like, I feel like, Michael, I don't know why I get this vibe from you, but I feel like you're one of those people that sleep like 5 or 6 hours a night. I sleep like 9 and 10 hours a day. Like, I'm not, what is it? Like, I'm just always tired.
You're basically a house cat.
I'm basically a house cat.
Yes. I actually have to say that is actually one of the things that is not what Michael does. He is a sleeper. He well, you like to go to bed early. You're in bed early. In order to get like a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you're in bed early.
I do go to sleep early.
He wakes up early, but we go to bed pretty early because he works at like.
Well, now I don't, but.
Well, yeah, he used to work at like 5:30. Get up at 5:30 in the morning every morning.
I still do, because the cats are insane. But other than that,
I'm just.
My goal is for the cats to sleep for 2 straight weeks.
Also, we are both incredibly cranky people if we don't get our like 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
you don't say.
Yeah, someone gets ornery at night.
I love it. Gosh. Yeah, like people get like I always tease my best friend Lisa. I'm always like, God, you get hangry and you're like nasty. But then I realize I do the same thing with sleep. Like if I'm moderately tired, I am such an a-hole. Like,
that's funny.
Oh goodness.
All right. What else do we've got?
No 5 stars this week.
Yep.
So if you leave a review, remember you get the 5 miler, right? Is that what it was? Or 5K?
5 miles.
I'll even say, if you leave a review and give me some sort of ridiculous task to do while I'm running the 5 miler.
Oh, here's a goal.
I'll do anything you want me to do within within reason that won't get me arrested.
Yeah. Legal things. Yeah.
Legal things. So if you leave a 5-star review with comment, I will run 5 miles, and you can give me some ridiculous task to do.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Man.
Like, I kind of want to like text someone and tell them something ridiculous. And make sure we get some.
How do they get that to you? Is it just because I like
leave it in the review.
Reviews just say "Run Tom." Like we need like an actual like.
Nobody reads the reviews anyway.
Something about the show, right? Like,
nobody reads them.
We read them.
Tom reads them.
I mean, nobody else reads them. Not us. Obviously,
that's
we
terrible,
read them.
guys. Oh gosh. All right. So we know that a lot of you have been out there doing lots of stuff. We've been trying to catch it all. We seen Anna runs on coffee out there. Laura's out there. Greg's out there. Everyone's out there doing stuff. But we also got a ton of feedback again in our segment for your goals. So we're going to save all of your feedback for our 2021 goals. In the meantime, we have the Inside the Runner Studios coming out every other week still, which we're recording a few of them today. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
If you would like to be featured on one, please send us a message at on Instagram or Facebook or at willrunforpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. And we have a couple special ones with
some running podcasts.
Yeah. Run, Eat, Drink, and Running on Tap.
We're excited for that.
Yeah, and anybody who might be reluctant to come on, it's super low pressure. We are not professionals. It's just a fun conversation. So, if you're kind of on the fence about whether or not you want to come on and talk with us, just do it. It's fun. We love to hear from you. We love to give a platform for someone to share their story about themselves, and everyone's welcome.
All right. Do we want to get on to our goals for the year?
Goals? Who has those?
2021 goals. You know what we should do next time? Is if we get people who are listening who are starting up running because of their 2021 goal to start running, we should go over a starter guide. Since we're all relatively new and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Maybe our next episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean, next episode. And then if people have stuff like tips for people, send them on in. Or if you have a question, send it on in.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
None of us are coaches or professionals or anything, but feel free to send a question.
Please don't listen to advice from me.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't know what you guys talk about. I'm totally a professional.
Feel free to send in the question. We'll tell you what we did wrong to end up at the result.
Yeah, I'll be like, this is where I messed up. So this is what
don't do this. Yeah. We can tell you what not to do along the way.
Or I can at least send you someplace that might actually give you a real answer.
Yeah, there's that too. We got that. We could do that as well.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
So who's got what goals?
All right, we start. You want to kick off, Tom?
Yeah, I'll kick off.
You have real goals, so.
Tom's got some substantial goals.
Yeah.
So like I said, one night I decided to start registering for races. And so in March, I'm doing my first trail race. It's a 10K. It's here in local to where we are in Columbia, Maryland. That actually got pushed back to the beginning of March. Mm-hmm. So doing that right before we do Shamrock, which was kind of repurposed and is a bit of a trail run itself down in Virginia Beach. So excited about that. But then I needed another goal. I needed races on calendar, and I was very optimistic, but realistic. So I started registering for things that kick off kind of after the mid-year. So I signed up for the King Crab Challenge, which is the Frederick Half Marathon, the Baltimore 10 miler, and the Baltimore Running Festival half miler. And so I'm going to be doing those specifically for that giant king crab medal that I covet.
Have you ever done that challenge before?
I have not. Diana has.
I have. Okay. And I actually signed up for it too. Frederick was my worst race ever, I think. I hit the wall, and it was I think it was my second or third half marathon, and I was just miserable. So kind of piggybacking on Tom's goal, I think my goal there is to have a better race than I did last time. And I don't care about how fast I do it, but I was just miserable. I was like crying at the end.
Oh gosh.
Like it was just a bad race. Like I almost called someone to come pick me up. I was that miserable on it.
Oh,
It's not a bad race. I mean, it's a little hilly, but not like I don't know why. I was just in a bad place.
Yeah.
So
everyone has those races.
But yeah, I did King Crab my second year of running. It was like when I was registering for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, when you like first get into it.
Yeah.
So I did that. And I've done the Baltimore 10 miler a few times, but Tom, you've never done Frederick either.
No.
Yeah.
So the Baltimore 10 mile was always on my birthday, and I'd been of the mind that I just don't want to be in pain on my birthday.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I'm not so scared of a 10 miler anymore. So I want to do this challenge. I also threw on here a couple of nice to haves. Like I'd like to do a race in Philly. I'd like to do a race in New York. I'm thinking about like things like Broad Street or the Love Run or the Rocky Run or the Philly Half.
So is your goal just to do the races, or do you have like speed goal, or you have goals for the races, or your goal is just to run the race?
I think it's just to run the race at this point.
Just to be in Philly or in New York.
Yeah.
Which most of those races have announced that all the spring races, like Love Run, Broad Street. Well, actually, I don't think Broad Street's actually announced yet. Yeah. But most of those races have all announced that fall dates. Yeah. Fall is going to be stacked because it's going to be all the fall races plus all the spring races. And I actually think, because Cherry Blossom, I think, announced that they are going to be fall. So I think that it's going to be hard to choose what you want to do in the fall, and I actually think it's possible that we might see some of those fall races happen. With
not to be a jerk, but like, why are they going to move Cherry Blossom to fall? Like they're not cherry blossoms.
Yeah,
that's so stupid. That's literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, just cancel the race and do it next year.
It doesn't make any sense.
Cherry blossom, like. Dumb.
There aren't cherry blossoms to be had.
You're running for the blossoms. That's the point. Yeah.
I just think it's going to be hard because they're going to have so many races in the fall, and they're on the same weekends as other normal fall races. So you're going to have to choose, and it's going to hurt. I'm kind of sad. I mean, obviously, I want all the race directors to be able to have races, but it's going to affect everyone's races because you can't do them all. You're going to have to choose. Yeah. So all the races are going to be smaller than what they normally are.
Yeah, it was so funny. Tom was signing up for all these races, and then I just kept getting calendar invites because we put things on each other's calendars. So we know, hey, we're doing this. And I got like 8 emails were like, this event. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, gosh.
So that's why I call those nice to haves, because I'd like to do a Philly run. I'd like to do a New York run. If it happens, it happens. If not, I haven't signed up for anything.
We're seriously considering Space Coast this year as well.
Yeah, I have.
That's a good one because you're pretty sure that'll go off. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's the 50th, so it's like an anniversary.
Oh, nice.
I also put on Wine and Dine, just kind of as a placeholder.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, it's been fun in the when we've done it before.
Well, that's right around my 40th birthday, so I would love to do something. I'm trying to still figure out. It's hard to plan when
it's hard to plan.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but 2021 is my 40th, so that would be a great destination. 40th.
We could take you on a monorail bar crawl for your 40th.
Yes, let's do it.
We could run.
Can watch me spiral.
We could run 40 miles and then drink after.
I will not.
So one of my ideas, this isn't my goal time, but one of my ideas real quick is to do 40 miles for my 40th, but do it as a race where people do like 5 or 10 miles at a time with me. Do it as a big group run. Like Diana would run like 5K with me, or like 5 miles with me, and like let people for the whole 40 miles. I'd have people with me, but they would vary on distances and people and who and when and what. I thought that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, our running coach actually did that for her 40th.
Okay.
I guess that was last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She ran, I don't know, what is that trail that they do the 20 miler on?
Is it the B&O? It's not the B&O?
No. I don't know. But she did that and people like just jumped on and joined her. So. Yeah, I was good. She loved it. I didn't go, but she loved it and said it was good to keep her motivated because it was like a cavalcade of friends and people.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That just literally popped in my head yesterday.
I love it. I think that's a fantastic idea.
So then I guess another goal that I have, which is kind of scary to me.
I can't believe you did this.
I've been thinking about this for a while. I grew up in a swimming family. I don't necessarily have a swimmer's body, but I can swim. I know all the strokes. I'm very, very comfortable in the water. So
very buoyant.
I'm very buoyant. I will not sink. I signed up for the Luray Swim Fest event. It's there's basically 3 distances. There's 750 meters, 1,500 meters, and I think 2,500 meters. So I signed up for the middle one, which is just shy of a mile. Okay. It's like 0.93 of a mile. Mm-hmm. It's a lake out near Luray Caverns in Luray, Virginia. And I just basically have to do 2 laps. But
so it's open water.
It's open water.
I cannot believe he did this. Like, I was so shocked. I had like so many questions.
That's the love and support you get in that family.
I was excited, but then I was like, well, what do you wear? Like, do you need to buy a wetsuit? And then it was like, we quit the Y. Where are you going to practice? Like, I was like, don't you have to train for these things?
Yeah.
Like,
so guess who's rejoining the YMCA?
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Very supportive. But yeah, I wanted something that would push me a little bit out of my comfort zone, something that I can do. I definitely have to train up for it because you can get blown out in the water real quick. Mm-hmm. So it's a challenge. It's something that'll definitely commit me to going to the gym.
And when is this?
It's
literally the same day we're seeing Hamilton when I looked at the date. So
oh gosh, good luck.
So it's June.
And just like Hamilton,
you're young, scrappy, and hungry.
Young, scrappy, and hungry.
You got to shoot your shot.
And I'm not giving up my shot.
So we're going to have to drive to Luray Caverns and then drive back to see the show.
I have a whole plan.
Okay.
So outside of that, I'd like to hit 1,000 miles this year. I also want to get my family kind of into this. There's a local 5K here in Columbia. It's really easy. It's actually the second lake that we ran around.
Okay.
Where you guys met us, that near the mall.
Okay.
So I want to get my sister and brother to at least walk a 5K with me, and maybe my younger nephew, can run it because he's super into fitness, and I think he'd be awesome at it. So, outside of that, all I do is run. I'd like to, put some strength training in there, build up my endurance, just a better physical shape in general. I'm not going to put like a weight loss goal out there because I'm hoping that comes with the territory. But, got some races on calendar, got the swimming event, hopefully, do some more social stuff with my family involved, and and then as the year goes, I might add some more things like perhaps an ultra or perhaps more trail races or
I was waiting for that ultra one.
I have not committed, but it doesn't seem so insurmountable like in my current headspace.
You're in a good headspace.
It is. Oh my gosh. Wow, Diana. Well, I will support you, Tom. I think it is 100% obtainable, and I will find you a 10 to 12 hour race, and we will just run as many miles as you can get. There's no pressure to run a specific mileage. You just run or a specific distance. You can just run for 10, 12 hours and see what you get.
I'm so scared.
Just 10 or 12 hours.
I'm so scared to do that.
It's just no big deal. You just run and see what you get. That's why I feel like even we're signing up for a 50K or like anything over that, might not be the best way for you. Maybe we just find like a 12-hour race. And then if you feel like after 8 hours you're done. But you see what you can get and see what you can do. Push yourself to the limits.
I will consider all proposals. But that's me. Who's next?
Well, I mean, my homework on the show notes just says goals ? But I did just mention one. I mean,
I think that's a great goal.
It's my 40th birthday this year. I would like to, probably around my birthday, run 40 miles. It's a hard year for me, I guess, when I was thinking about this, to set goals. Normally, when I start the year, I've already signed up for a bunch of races. I already kind of have an idea of what's coming. In 2020, I had wanted to do my first 100-miler at the very end of 2020. I don't even want to say that that's a goal specifically for 2021. It's a long-term goal. It's still a goal that I have. And I will continue keeping my base and training like maybe that's a possibility for the end of the year. But it's one of those distances that you don't want to commit to if you aren't 100% sure that it can happen. And so I'm just going to hold out and see what happens. So I guess my goals are just to kind of maintain my base at like 30 to 40 miles a week, to make sure that when and if I'm ready to jump into something longer distance, I can jump into a training plan to uptick my miles without a whole lot of extra work to get there.
Can I interject just quickly? Did you just say you run 30 to 40 miles a week?
Yeah, that's our base.
That's our base.
Yeah.
What life is this? I was mapping out maybe I'll run 500 miles for the year. And then it was like 10 miles a week. And I'm like, guys, I don't know. 10 miles a week. I'm so bad. Why am I on this podcast?
Why
am I here?
Okay, listen. This is not the average person. You cannot judge your life based off of our crazy. It's just.
But I do. I do.
And anyone who listens to this podcast should not, because if you are out there running at all, even 3 miles a week, you are a runner and you are amazing. Yeah. So do not base your crazy on my crazy.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
I'm going to casually run 30 miles this week.
It's not worth it.
I always say that you can pull inspiration from anybody, but you are only in competition with yourself.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like if you guys say, and I used to get hung up on this, but like if you guys are like, God, we were so slow. We ran like a 12-minute mile or something like that. That's slow for you.
Yes.
That doesn't have any impact on my day. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so it's very individual, so yeah, do you.
Yeah.
Like, and we will support anybody who does this insanity called running.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think that I don't have any specific goals. I don't even have time goals because again, when I have a time goal, it's usually I've signed up for a race and this is going to be a PR marathon. One day I hope to run a sub-4 marathon, but again, I don't want to commit myself to all this speed work that would need to be, because that would be a really big commitment to speed work. And I'm not sure that I've been good with the virtual races, keeping me motivated to get out there. But as far as speed goals, I need like something solid on a calendar, or I just have no reason to be out there running speed. Mm-hmm. For some reason, speed for me isn't one of those things I can do for myself without a specific goal.
Yeah. I
so I guess my goals are just to maintain an adventure. I'd like to get out on the trails, continue on the trails, kind of see new places, maybe do different trails. I'd like to get in some more elevation. So maybe spend some more time in North Jersey, try and find some new places that have more elevation. There's somebody on our Instagram who I was commenting on this morning who was up in North Jersey doing some trails, and I saw she had like 4,000 feet of elevation. So I want to start following people in New Jersey who do better elevation than me and find new places. I don't really have a whole lot of very specific things. That's about it.
It's good. Those are, I think, good goals.
Yeah. What you got, Diana? What are you up to?
Oh, what do I got? Well, I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe one of my goals should be for this podcast to actually do my homework or read something on social media. And I was like, well, that's obviously not going to happen. So that cannot be one of my goals. So I've got some kind of weird, just kind of for me type goals. One thing I really need to do, and I've gotten really bad at this, is I need to drink more water. I don't know. On average, I'm holding up this water bottle. Like this yellow is like what my pee is most of the time. It should not be that yellow. Like it really. So I need to drink more water. So I actually, I ordered one of those water bottles that it's a half gallon, but it has like goals for the day, like by 8 a.m. you should be here. By whatever you should be here. And they're really stupid and they're too much money. But I was like, this will at least keep me going to drink at least a half gallon of water every day. And then if I'm training or out on a race or running, like I'll do something separate or I'll carry a different water bottle and I'll drink more. But just to maintain that for the year. I also think that'll help keep my stomach full so I don't eat everything I see, which should also be a goal for me. The other kind of goal I had, and I thought about this a couple weeks ago and I told Tom, is I'm an interval runner and I've always been an interval runner, even when I do short distance races. So sometime in 2021, I don't have a goal race, but I do want to run a 5K without walking at all. So without doing intervals.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We were just actually talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, we were actually.
Like literally just talking about this yesterday, how a lot of intervalers never become not intervalers. And I firmly believe that any runner can run without intervals if they like were to slow down their like run part of their pace and stay steady. So we were just talking about that.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the intervals for longer distance, but I think if I'm running a shorter distance, you don't have to, but like for me, I want to just run more.
Yeah, that's an awesome goal.
So I thought that was achievable. I also was drinking on New Year's Eve, like I do, cranberry margaritas. They were delicious. And I signed up and I hate these challenges, and I'm not one of these people that like I didn't do around the world with you guys. I don't do like any of these challenges that anyone does. But I signed up for an adorable Sesame Street challenge, which is only 500 miles for the year, which I thought was a lot. And then I heard about you guys and I was like, well,
stop it. Stop comparing. Stop doing it.
So I'm doing 500 miles for the year. And getting an adorable Sesame Street medal, which I like.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was really cute. And then just like a couple other things, like I want to keep up. I do a girls run every other weekend, and we don't do it for distance and we don't do it for speed. We do like 3 or 4 miles. And I just need to keep doing stuff like that for my mental health.
Yeah.
2020 was really hard for me. Like everyone's like, 2020 is an introvert's paradise. But like as an extrovert, I was losing my mind. Like not being around people like really, I think impacted me. So I think I just need to do a little bit more for my mental health. And I think stuff like that, like something to look forward to, like every other week, I'm just going to run with my girls and we're going to complain about our husbands or whatever we do while we're running.
Must be nice.
So it's just good to, I don't know, just have that time. The other thing that I want to get better about is just tracking my food and my calories. I don't really have like a weight goal, but I want to get to a healthier weight so I'm not miserable when I'm running, because I've noticed that it's harder to run when I'm fatter. So I need to help that a little
There's
bit.
a lot of self-deprecation happening in your goal.
I don't know why. I'm like usually not. Like
what is happening?
I don't know that that's self-deprecation. I feel like that's science. Like it's
like
harder.
Science.
It's harder to move heavier things. Trust me, I know. But it's harder to move heavier things. Like it just puts more strain on all your joints and stuff. You know, like I completely support that.
I think it's just like when we did our show, like our end of the year show, I was like, what if I let happen to myself? So like, but yeah, not be miserable. Like, and just like I said, a healthy. Like, I'm not gonna like. I don't want to like watch the scale or get crazy about that. Like, I just want to feel better.
Yeah.
And I want my jeans to fit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I need. Just for those jeans to
understand
to fit. And then I do have a non-running goal. So I signed up for a course and I've got all my study books, but I'm going to do my APTD certification this year, which is like a talent development certification. So it's like having like a PMP or getting your SHRM certification when you're in HR. So I have to get X amount of credit hours, taking courses in professional development, and then I actually have to sit for an exam.
Oh, wow.
To get certified. So that is one of my goals for this year. And then hopefully I can do that this year. And then this is the associate professional in talent development. And then next year upgrade and use these hours towards the higher level one. So that's kind of my professional / personal not running goal. So I'll be actually studying this year.
Wow.
Like I have the biggest book in the world, and I showed Tom and I was like, I have to learn all of this stuff to be able to
oh gosh.
So I don't know. We'll see. Check back in with me on that, but we'll see. But I paid a lot of money to attend this course, and I bought all these books. So
when is the exam?
I can sign up for it whenever.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't want to say. I was like going to say like when I was thinking about doing it, but I don't want to say. So I'm just gonna do it and then say, hey, I passed my test.
Okay.
So,
there you go.
So yeah, those are my goals for this year.
Those are good goals.
Yeah.
I kind of broke mine down into segments just because of the way we have to plan things now. But like an overall general goal is the end of this year, we got a little crazy with eating and just need to control it a bit. Portion sizing, nothing like, no strict dieting or anything like that. Just, a little more portion control, being reasonable, not eating the full pizza when we order a pizza.
Like when we ate full thing of mozzarella sticks and a full pizza in one sitting.
Exactly. Just stuff like that. Just because.
For absolutely no reason.
Like Tom was saying, it's harder on your body when you're heavier and running. And so I would like to trim a little bit, especially going longer distances, get back to where I was like end of 19 in that range. Just, even though we did a bunch of miles this year, it was a lot of just easy miles. And then we every time we went for a hike, it was like, we'll stop at a cidery or we'll stop at, we'll grab some cheesesteaks when we get back, or we'll,
And we always intend to save and have leftovers. Like, we're going to get a pizza and we'll that way we have pizza for tomorrow morning too. When we're recording, we'll have extra. And then or we go get Korean instead of getting 2 dishes and having both of those dishes last us 2 days. We got 4 or 5 dishes because why not?
Yeah, I forgot. When were we talking about it? It's like, I'm going to get this completely wrong, but you don't bank future calories. I'm going out for a 5K, but I'm going to run 5 miles because I can stop at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Not how it works. No,
it never is how it works.
You can't outrun a bad diet is what I have figured out,
true.
unfortunately.
It's absolutely true.
It sucks, but it's true.
I don't want to be super strict or anything. I just want to be reasonable, still enjoy, having good different food and all kinds of stuff, eating desserts here and there. We don't need a lot of desserts anyway, but eating dessert here and there and having beers and not have to be restrictive, just be reasonable is all. It would just help my running quite a bit, honestly, and the feel of it. But as far as the year goes, I kind of broke it up into January through May because I figure that's the most up in the air time period. So I'm just going to take it as it comes. I think we have one small race we're signed up for that should go off. The Batona Trail races or the Beast Pacing, whatever.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I signed up for that.
They're doing a trail race up in PA that's a lot of climbing and just a half marathon.
It's a half marathon with over 2,000 feet of climbing.
Yeah, so
I cannot.
So like fun adventures like that I want to do like January through May, not keep our base mileage but do the fun like climbing stuff as long as it stays snow free most of the year up in the mountains and all. June through September I kind of want to start finding something in that time period, maybe a 50K 50 miler or something just to look forward to in the summer.
Okay, I'm dumb. Like, what is a 50K versus a 50 miler?
31 versus 50.
So you're going to run somewhere between, I don't know, 30 and 50. Like, that just seems like, I don't know. It just seems like such a big jump.
It
well,
does.
There is not there. That's the
It's
that
weird.
is the weird
I know.
thing
It's
is
so
that
weird.
there isn't a whole lot in between, like race wise.
Yeah,
there's not a whole
yeah.
lot in between. So you have the 50K, the 50
50
miler, and then the 100K,
Which is 62,
which is 62.
yeah.
There's like there's no. It is a pretty big jump from the 50K to the 50 miler.
Yeah,
and there's not much in between.
Funny. Because most people are like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to run like 5 or 6 miles. Like you have a 20-mile difference in what you just said.
It's weird. But like as someone who only started running 5 years ago, it's not. It's crazy how exponentially it grows. But so I kind of want to do that in the summer, and then in the fall, that's when I want to have some kind of race to look forward to, whether it's a 100K or a timed race or something like that. Nice. And if Disney Marathon 2022 goes off, then like maybe I'll make a goal out of that or something. But so let's move on to the community stuff since we're getting a little tight on time. So
we got so much good feedback, guys. Thank you so much for just sending us all of your goals for this year. I'll read the first like 3 or 4. So our friend Megan down in Florida, she's recovering from a hip injury. And her goal is not to hit her doctor when he says she should just stop running. So her goal is restraint, I think. At least she has a goal to go to the doctor. Notice how I didn't put that on my list. Like now I was thinking, it was like, maybe I should go to the doctor this year and have them look at me. Nope, that didn't make it. And she says that 2021 is all about staying healthy and rebuilding her running, cycling, and swimming. So that's awesome. Oh, you should reach out to Megan and ask her about the swimming.
I should.
Yeah, there you go. Our friend Robert, an ultra each month from January through May. Oh my God. Each more grueling than the last with no DNFs. Is that a joke? Is he joking?
No, that's Robert. That's our friend Robert from the Pineland Striders.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right.
He's the one who beat cute on his first road marathon.
64 years young.
And then a 4-hour marathon in the fall. So those are insane goals, Robert. I wish you all the luck. I kind of feel like I should just jump on his back and have him carry me. Ryan, his goal is to run a live race. He hasn't run an in-person race since February 2020, and he just wants to get back to that.
Understandable.
And then our friend Michelle, who was on Inside the Runner Studio a few weeks ago, is training for her first half Ironman. So get at it, Michelle. These are like really good goals.
I know. These I like put goals ? And then I'm reading through these, and I'm like, man, wow, I should have probably done better. Jamie wants to complete 1,000 miles of walking and running this year. He wants to get to his sub 30 5K and also reach his goal weight of 170.
It's awesome.
He can do that. He's really close.
Yeah, he's so close. Ken, he wants to finish the 75 hard. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but 75 miles maybe? I'm not sure.
No, I think it's 70. I forget, but it's like 75 days of something or other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it sounds dirty.
It sounds. He wants to maintain 150 pounds, finish strong at Eagleman 70.3, and improve his mobility and flexibility. Nicole wants a racecation. I hear you, Nicole.
Yep.
Amen.
Our friend Laura wants to get a 2:30 or sub 2:30 virtual half to start the year. She also wants to do a sub 30-minute 5K. She did one in 2017, but hasn't been able to get down to that since. She wants a new 10K, 10-miler, half marathon, proof of time for a future Run Disney race. She wants to add more strength training and most importantly, keep enjoying running. Wow, those are a lot of really great goals.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She also says that she wants to have no more soda in 2021, but she's a Coke Zero addict.
That's it. Those are good goals. No soda is a good goal.
Yeah.
Simple, easy thing to do. Well, not easy, but it's a simple thing to
According
look
to her,
forward
it's not going to be easy because she's a Coke Zero addict.
It's definitely not easy
for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
It's definitely not easy.
Yeah, I don't drink soda, so that was something I gave up I think 5 years ago, actually.
I never really drank it.
I used to drink Diet Pepsi like it was my job.
No, yeah.
So let's see. We have Amy from Run Eat Drink, a year of renewal and pushing herself to be a little bit better version of herself every day. Spend more time working on the podcast, providing fun, community, and information. Also wants to heal and get back to run, walk, run, and hopefully live races again. Yes, Amy had a little knee surgery, so hopefully she's feeling well. And just about the time this is released, hopefully getting back to a little running, maybe close.
Hopefully.
So Kim Sharoff wants to do 800 miles, sub 245 half, and a 33-minute 5K. Those are all good goals. Of course, Olan will run for tacos. Finished a Snow Devil 100, which is a snowshoe 100 mile.
Have you seen
I know. She's
her
so
runs?
cool.
God.
She's so good.
Have you seen what she's been up to on those mountains? God.
I mean,
insane. Running up the snowy mountainsides.
Yep. Let's see. Smitty Lettering, run a virtual marathon. Eeks. And create more art for the running community. That's awesome. And karate wants to BQ or bust, which I think he'll be able to do. But
when I first saw that, I thought I didn't read it correctly, and I thought he had a goal of eating barbecue. That's where my brain went. And then I was like, wait, what does that say?
BBQ or bust.
I'm so hungry.
Barbecue or bust for karate. Yeah.
All right. Nicole's running adventures. I love this. Have a healthy baby in June and waddle my way through pregnancy.
Aww.
That's a good goal.
That's a great goal. Our friend Angie wants to run a sub 2-hour half marathon.
Go get it.
Her current PR is 2 hours and 3 minutes, so she'll crush that. And then a non-running goal is to get assigned to murder cases as the lead attorney.
So smart. She's the coolest.
Oh my gosh.
A breezy day life wants to run 1,000 miles in 2021.
Awesome.
Our friend Kathy pushing her weekday 4-milers to 5 to 6 miles. Get back my upper body strength and get back to yoga after her surgeries. And to just let that shit go.
Amen. Amen. I said 2020 was the year of not putting up with people's shit. And I think that is just continue that into 2020, Kathy.
Sounds good.
And then last but certainly not least, our friend Greg from Orlando. He wants to do a 50-miler and PR a marathon, hopefully in person.
Yeah,
those
good
are
goals.
all amazing goals. Way better than mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, everyone. And for next time, remember, send us your tips for new runners. And we'll talk about our tips for new runners next time.
Also, if you hit a goal, if you happen to hit any of these goals, because I know,
getters.
I was going to say, Laura's virtual half is actually, I think, this weekend or next weekend that she was doing it. So
let us know.
Let us know if you hit those goals.
You can be a goal getter. That's a play on words. Just for you guys, I did that.
Look at that.
So
You're
clever.
so funny.
All right, so let's round out with something good. Michael, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Surprisingly, we was Underwater on HBO Max.
Yes.
Okay, so Underwater just looks like could be every movie that was released this year. Who knows what the hell it is? Was it good enough to be in theaters? Who knows? Underwater is like Alien Underwater with Kristen Stewart, and it's super good. It's like 90 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not even that long of a movie.
Yeah,
it's got Kay Stu. She's pretty good.
Good tension, good action.
It's not like Ad Astra or whatever it is that Diana hated that Michael loved. This was actually oh god, that was
Sky
really
was
bad.
Not good. Don't see Midnight Sky. Underwater was really fun, really quick, like solid thriller, action, horror kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love it. Tom DVR'd that, and I was like, "What the hell did you DVR?"
Yeah, no, definitely check it out. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good, fun watch.
Good. For me this week, I watched Bridgerton, which I don't know. By the time this is released, everyone will have watched it. But it's like Pride and Prejudice meets Gossip Girl meets 50 Shades of Grey. It is so horny,
I heard
guys.
that it was hilarious.
It is just ridiculous how horny it is. It's just, I don't even have another word. And then I was talking about it with my mom last night, and then my mom starts talking about porn and how she was never into watching porn. God. And I'm like, how is this conversation happening? And Tom was there. Like,
oh my God.
I heard that, like, I don't remember which episode number it was, but someone was like, oh my God, after
episode 5 or something.
Whatever episode it was, you watch that. Let your wife watch that because you'll get lucky.
It's ridiculous. Michael will hate it. He's gonna hate it. Like, don't watch it. But I loved it. I was like, as soon as it was over, I was like, I'm watching this again. I don't know. I just needed it. I needed something that was just kind of like mindless and a little bit predictable and just a little bit of a romance.
Yeah.
And just the tweets about it are hilarious. Like, one girl was like distracting my mom with fun facts about the actors during all the Bridgerton sex scenes. And one was like, I didn't realize how horny Bridgerton was until I put it on as a family watch on Christmas Day.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I don't know. I loved it.
Oh gosh,
ridiculous. Tom watched it. I don't know if he enjoyed it, but he watched it.
He's not saying much.
It was good, but the effect that it had on Diana.
I was like,
wouldn't that be good? Like, I don't understand what's that.
The whole time.
I didn't say it was bad.
Oh gosh, we should move on quickly from that conversation.
Yes. So we'll take it from there to something more PG, where my something good is Pixar's Soul. Beautiful movie. What they can do with animation now is amazing. You have to at least give me that.
No, we enjoyed it. It was not as good. Like, we had mixed reactions.
We thought it was solid. It
was a solid movie. Yeah. We just wanted a little bit more out of it, I think. So
I get that. But it was. I think I read some meme where it was like, 20 years ago, Pixar's like, hey, we're talking toys. And now it's like, hey, what's our reason for being and, existence. And I'm like, God, Pixar got real deep.
I don't know. I liked it because I thought it was a little bit of a different messaging. Like, everyone talks about like finding your purpose, and your purpose is going to guide you for the rest of your life. And it's like, well, don't get so hung up on that you're missing living.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I thought I thought that was like a totally different.
That was what I liked. I liked the overall end part where, when something happens it's eye-opening and they realize, that you sometimes you are so wrapped up in your one goal in life that you forget to look around and see and appreciate all the rest of life.
Yeah.
So I did the overall theming.
2020 movie.
It was a little heavy on the spiritual stuff that I wasn't sure about. There was just like little things here and there. I wanted more music. I wanted more jazz.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be heavier in the jazz world.
There's just a few things missing for me, but then also I loved the overall theming. So it was a mixed bag.
It's a solid movie, yeah.
John Baptiste did all the music, all the jazz music for that. And when they recorded him playing the piano. So when he's playing the piano in the movie, they basically animated John Baptiste's hands.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like he's like playing the correct notes and everything.
Yeah.
Just the detail. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. We did a lot of Christmas movie watching during our time off, and we're really only on the third. So like, we haven't done a lot since then. One of my favorite movies shows Dash and Lily, but I'm not going to use it as my something good. It was really cute and adorable. It's kind of Christmas themey. It doesn't really matter. Just go watch it anyway. But my something good is that we revisited Middle Earth for the last few.
I'm so jealous.
The extended editions, so they're all like 4-hour each movies.
Yeah.
But we watched all of the Lord of the Rings from Christmas, and we're in the middle of finishing The Hobbit. So we've been visiting Middle Earth, the extended editions, for the last week.
And
they're all like 4.5-hour movies. So
it's the best. I usually watch. That's usually my in between Christmas and New Year's watch. It's usually what I do every year, and I haven't done it this year. So I literally said to Tom, "That's what we're doing this weekend. Is we're rewatching."
Oh, see, there you go. Yep, that's what we've been doing.
I don't know why it feels like Christmas to me.
That's what he said too. So that's what we've been doing.
And it doesn't reference there's a little bit of
not even a little bit. Not even a little
maybe they were all kind of released in
I think
December,
they were winter
weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They all were.
Yeah, so like I just remember
I think that's why they're
but like the vast screenshots of New Zealand, the mountains, the beauty, like everything about Middle Earth is just so beautiful. I want to be in Middle Earth.
Yeah, I'm such a super nerd. I used to watch the movies and then watch them with all the different commentaries, like all 4 hours. Yeah. So I'd watch it with like the director commentary, and then I'd watch it with like the actor commentary.
Well, we have the extended version DVDs, and so when Michael went to open the second movie, so we watched the DVDs on the first set of DVDs, and then we went to watch not Return of the King, Two Towers, and he opened the Two Towers box,
brand new box
set. And all the DVDs were Return of the King.
Blu-rays.
All the Blu-rays were all and then we opened Return of the King.
It was all Return of
the King. Oh. So now we have 2 sets of Return of the King extended with the commentary with everything.
I had the extended on
the box, like the box set. Like that's what I have.
Yeah, it's the box set. Yeah. And I have them on Amazon anyway.
Amazon Prime.
On Prime.
Yeah. So
we just watched it on there afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy your journey, guys. I'm so jealous.
Yeah. So that's our something good.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our first episode of 2021.
We were super timely today. Look at us.
Yeah.
Just a few closing notes, and everybody knows this. Please continue to interact with us on Facebook, Instagram, tag us in your runs. We'd love to support you. You can always send us an email at gmail@willrun4podcast.com. We'll have new episodes every other Monday, and in between that, our Inside the Runner Studios will be released. Please like, subscribe, share us with your friends. If you want to leave us a review, we really appreciate those reviews. Any 5-star with comments will get 5 miles from me with some ridiculous task now.
I can't wait.
Thank you all. It's a brand new year. We're very excited. And for Erin, Michael, and Diana, this is Tom, and we will see you later.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.